Introversion is often mistaken for shyness, but they are distinct. While both may involve a preference for solitude, the underlying reasons differ significantly. Shyness is the fear of negative judgment, a social anxiety that can make interactions stressful and overwhelming. On the other hand, introversion is a preference for quieter environments and more solitary activities. Introverts thrive in settings where they can reflect and recharge. Introverts simply find their energy drained by too much external stimulation, preferring to recharge in solitude. This need for alone time is essential for their well-being. They are not necessarily afraid of social interaction, but they are more selective about when and how they engage. This selectivity allows them to form deeper, more meaningful connections. This is not to say that introverts are antisocial. They enjoy socializing, but in smaller, more intimate settings where they can connect on a deeper level. They often have rich inner lives and enjoy deep connections with a smaller circle of close friends. These relationships are often characterized by depth and loyalty. They may not be the life of the party, but they are often the ones who listen intently, offer thoughtful advice, and provide unwavering support. Their presence is felt in the quality of their interactions. Understanding this fundamental difference between shyness and introversion is key to appreciating the unique strengths and perspectives that introverts bring to the table. Their ability to think deeply and connect meaningfully is a valuable asset in any setting. The stereotype of the socially awkward introvert is often inaccurate. While some introverts may be shy, many are quite socially skilled. They enjoy connecting with others, but they prefer smaller groups or one-on-one interactions where they can engage in more meaningful conversations. They are often excellent listeners, paying close attention to what others say and offering thoughtful responses. Their ability to listen attentively and observe carefully can make them very perceptive communicators. They may not dominate a conversation, but they know how to ask the right questions and offer insightful observations. This ability to connect on a deeper level, rather than seeking the spotlight, is a valuable social skill in itself. Introverts are often characterized by their thoughtful communication style. Unlike extroverts who tend to think out loud, introverts often prefer to process their thoughts internally before sharing them. They may take longer to respond in conversations, not because they are disinterested or slow, but because they are carefully considering their words. This tendency to pause and reflect allows them to formulate well-structured responses and avoid impulsive remarks. Their communication is often characterized by clarity, precision, and a focus on substance over superficiality. In a world often dominated by noise and hasty opinions, the introverted approach to communication offers a refreshing alternative, one that values depth and intentionality. Introverts are often known for their strong work ethic and dedication. They may not be the most vocal members of a team, but they are often the ones who consistently deliver high-quality work. Their preference for quiet concentration allows them to focus intently on tasks, delving deeply into projects and seeing them through to completion. They are not easily swayed by distractions or the need for external validation, finding motivation in the process of mastering a skill or achieving a goal. This quiet dedication makes them invaluable assets in any field, as they can be relied upon to produce consistent, thoughtful, and well-executed work. Section 5. Measured choices. The introvert's decision-making process. Introverts typically approach decision-making with a thoughtful and measured approach. They prefer to gather all the necessary information, weigh the pros and cons carefully, and consider the potential consequences before making a choice. This deliberate process may take longer than the more impulsive decision-making style of some extroverts, but it often leads to more well-considered and ultimately more successful outcomes. Rather than rushing into decisions, introverts prefer to take their time, ensuring they have fully explored all angles and potential ramifications. This measured approach reflects their desire to make choices that align with their values and long-term goals, rather than being swayed by immediate gratification or external pressures. Section 6. The recharge zone. Introverts and the need for solitude. One of the most defining characteristics of introverts is their need for solitude to recharge. This time alone is crucial for them to regain their energy and maintain their mental well-being. While extroverts gain energy from social interaction, introverts find their energy depleted by too much external stimulation. Crowded places and constant socializing can leave them feeling drained and exhausted. They need time alone to process their thoughts, reflect on their experiences, and simply be in their own company. This quiet time allows them to think deeply and creatively. This doesn't mean they are antisocial or dislike spending time with others. In fact, introverts can enjoy social interactions just as much as extroverts, but in smaller doses. It simply means that they need to balance their social interactions with periods of solitude to function at their best. This balance helps them to stay grounded and maintain their inner peace. This need for solitude is not a weakness, but rather an essential aspect of their nature, allowing them to return to social situations feeling refreshed and energized. Embracing this need can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life for introverts. Section 7. Strengths in silence. Unique abilities of the introverted mind. Introverts possess many strengths that are often overlooked or underestimated in a world that tends to value extroverted qualities. Their preference for quiet contemplation allows them to delve deeply into subjects, uncovering insights and making connections that others might miss. They are often highly creative and innovative thinkers, able to generate original ideas and solutions by tapping into their rich inner world. Their ability to focus intently for extended periods makes them well suited for tasks that require concentration and precision. They are often excellent writers, artists, musicians, scientists, and thinkers, thriving in fields that allow them to explore their passions in depth and express themselves through their chosen medium. Section 8. Beyond the stereotypes. Embracing the value of introversion. In a society that often equates extroversion with success and leadership, it's important to recognize the inherent value of introversion. Introverts bring a unique set of strengths and perspectives that are essential for balance and well-roundedness. Their ability to listen attentively, think critically, and focus deeply makes them invaluable assets in any team or organization. Rather than trying to fit into a mold that doesn't suit them, introverts should be encouraged to embrace their quiet strength and leverage their natural abilities. The world needs their thoughtfulness, their creativity, and their ability to see the world from a different angle. Section 9. A world of difference: introversion versus extroversion. Understanding the differences between introversion and extroversion is not about labeling people or putting them in boxes. It's about recognizing that people are energized and motivated by different things. Extroverts thrive in stimulating environments, drawing energy from social interaction and external stimulation. They tend to be more outgoing, assertive, and expressive. Introverts, on the other hand, find their energy drained by too much external stimulation, preferring quieter environments and more solitary activities. They are not necessarily shy or antisocial, but they simply recharge in different ways. Recognizing these fundamental differences is key to creating environments where both introverts and extroverts can thrive. Section 10. Fostering respect. Creating space for introverts to thrive. Creating a world that respects and values introversion requires a shift in perspective. It's about understanding that introverts have unique needs and preferences that deserve recognition and accommodation. We need to move beyond the stereotype of the quiet, withdrawn introvert and recognize the unique strengths and perspectives they bring to the table. Introverts often offer deep insights and thoughtful contributions that can drive innovation and creativity. This involves creating spaces where introverts feel comfortable expressing themselves, whether it's in the workplace, in social settings, or in educational environments. These spaces should be designed to cater to different working styles and social preferences. It means valuing thoughtful communication over quick answers, allowing time for reflection and deeper thinking, providing opportunities for both independent and collaborative work, ensuring that everyone has the chance to contribute in a way that suits them best, and recognizing that solitude is not a weakness, but a source of strength for many. Solitude can lead to greater creativity and problem-solving abilities. By fostering an environment that embraces diversity in all its forms, we create a more inclusive and ultimately a more successful and fulfilling world for everyone. This means celebrating different personalities and working styles and ensuring that everyone feels valued and respected. Section 11. Conclusion: celebrating the quiet strength of introverts. In a world that often prizes extroversion, it is essential to recognize and celebrate the quiet strength of introverts. They are the thoughtful listeners, the meticulous workers, the creative thinkers, and the compassionate friends who enrich our lives in countless ways. Their contributions may not always be loud or attention-grabbing, but they are no less valuable for their subtlety. By challenging stereotypes, fostering understanding, and creating spaces where introverts can thrive, we can create a world that values and celebrates the full spectrum of human personality. We can learn to appreciate the power of quiet contemplation, the beauty of thoughtful communication, and the strength that comes from embracing one's true nature.